All right, so we're going to try to see if we can convert this to a head. This thing with as a combo is just heavy as hell. So I've always liked the sound of this, the red stripes. Obviously, everybody on YouTube and out there, they believe that this one is the one to have. So I'm going to turn this into a head so I can use it more, because it's a pain in the ass to use that as a combo. Hell yeah. All right, so what I found was those screws that are here. Once you take those nuts off, they can come off, but these little end caps here kind of keep it in place. So either wiggling them out, just kind of pushing it out, and I'd be good to go. Take this front off. All right, so it's actually pretty easy once you get it out. Like, just take a hammer. So it's kind of stuck on the bottom here. I'm just taking a hammer and just kind of popping it out there. Let's see. So it's basically these things. So let me take that off. Let's see, it's another one on the side. There we go. Anyways, so that little piece is off now. Now I can just take that hammer again. Just there we go. Beautiful. There she is. Okay, so I'm going to bring this back in so I can get my measurements here. Okay, so that's in like that. And I think what I want to go for is basically clearing transformer, clear that, and make it the same spot over there, mark them, and then cut. I'm probably going to cut right here at the edge of this, so that'll knock off like, you know, that much, pretty much. Yeah. Okay, for this part, I'm going to basically eyeball this for the most part, and just kind of right here. Now that I got that, I'm going to measure. Okay, I have her all marked up now. So now all that's left is use my skill saw, and hopefully I can cut it straight. But here we go. There we go. Look at this funny looking thing. Huh. Perfect little head size. Alright, one thing I'm noticing here is I think I'd like to take this mesh and not have it cut in the middle, but go ahead and take the mesh and like pull it out. So it's this portion and this portion that I need, but go ahead and cut the mesh like further down so I can actually pull it back and get the right size for me, so I don't have to see the little cut here. So give that a shot. Okay, so I basically, you know, cut that in the middle, and then I was starting to take all the staples out, but then just went ahead and took a razor and just kind of cut around the staple. So when I cut it, this mesh will be long enough to cover that. And then I'll just cut these pieces, take the mesh off, and put that over it. Yeah, there we go. Here's something else interesting about these screws. You have to, typically you do lefty loosey, righty tighty, but this one you have to go righty to loosen it, and then take a hammer to pop these out. So it's supposed to work well with putting the speakers on, putting a nut on it, so whenever you tighten it, it doesn't loosen that tip up too. So something to keep in mind. She ain't pretty, but she works. Look at this. So that's basically just to keep it all strapped together. It works. Alright, so I got the reverb tank screwed down. So that's in there and good to go. Now, if we were to put this here, right? Okay, and then put this here, how does it look? And does it match up? Okay, so obviously this is a quick and dirty kind of job here. When I put the amp in, I need to find a way where it's not gonna, a brace is not gonna be in the way of that. So I'm taking what I had before, this is part of it before, and it's cut off. Probably just gonna put it just like this, and put some screws into the side of it and brace it on both sides to keep this together. So that's what I'm shooting for. Well, there she is. She ain't the prettiest thing in the world, but I put like a little bit of some of the Tonex and glued that on. So of course the white will go away after a while. It dries. But yeah, it's ugly back here. But just for now, just to brace it. It works. There we go. Hey, what is going on, everybody? So y'all saw my little video on getting this together, taking a combo amp and converting it into a head. There's a, you can kind of see where it was cut along this line. This is a white marker. I'll probably take a black marker over it and then fix that. Maybe I'll even take a black marker over this so you don't really see the line as much. But as you can see, I got the Tonex to cover up the cut from the box here too. So it looks pretty good. It's not too bad, but it's now I can actually use it. Who wants to carry that big ass 60-pound combo amp anywhere? Like it's just like too awkward, too heavy, too everything, right? So now I turned it into a head. And man, this thing sounds awesome. So this has got V30s in it, and let's go ahead and check out and see what it sounds like, right? So here's the clean channel. So right now we're on the vintage channel of this, and if I flip it over to modern, I think it goes a little bit darker. Or get the strings right. I have not tried this with a band yet to see if it gets loud enough, but it gets pretty damn loud. I think it's like once you turn it up to like, most amps you turn it up to what, like around 4 o'clock or so, so that's like 11 o'clock. On the dial, it's anything after that is just compressing, right? But at that level, man, it is loud, I have to say. So let's mess with the EQ a little bit. Take the lows out. So what's another thing that's cool about this amp? It has a resonance switch, which it can make it tighter or looser. So here's the tight. Here's looser. Pretty cool. And it also has this little T-Dynamics tube emulation. I guess that's what it is. I don't know. It doesn't do much for the clean channel, but I know it does a lot for the gain channel. So I think that's enough to clean, right? Let's go ahead and go over to the vintage channel on the lead. So here's the vintage channel on the lead. This is what that sounds That's what I like. That was awesome sounding. Okay. Alright, now let's go back to the modern. Still definitely that old school death metal sound. Definitely. Now let's go to the high gain, which is the last channel on this. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Let's bring the pitch back a little bit. That is definitely high gain. About that T-Dynamics up. I don't know if it's clipping on this mic. It's hard to tell sometimes. So with the T-Dynamics down, all the way down, a lot darker and the volume went down. Excuse my slop city bland here. But I like that. That's freaking awesome. That's an awesome telephone. Let's actually tighten it up with the resonance. Okay, now we need more bass. go. That's what it sounds like. I'm very happy with it. I can actually use it now. It's a good backup. Actually, you know what? Let's do one more thing. I got the Tonex already up here. So let's go ahead and plug that into the effects return and just kind of see what that sounds like, right? Let's do it. All right, so let's go ahead and turn this on. So now we got the Tonex hooked up. So let's check that out. Okay. All right, so I basically have a 5153 capture that I did of an amp that I have here. So it's, of course, no cap. It's going straight through the return. And that's it. So let's see what this sounds like. Definitely a more cleaned up tone for sure. Alright, these tones are done with my Tonex with a 5153 and through a single AT2020 Plus USB microphone into the phone. That's what it is, going through this Peavey Bandit, converted to a head from a combo. Sounds freaking awesome. Hell yeah.